Hey, thanks for the follow, Oxor, Naster, and Ris3n. I'm assuming that's who that is. I really appreciate it. In the bottom left, as the Orange Zerg, first up for the Ris3n community, it's 11. And in the top right, as the Red Terran, first up for GIRTH, it's the Loot God. So, this is gonna be a best of 9 all kill, which basically means 5v5, I think. Yeah, that's 5v5. It's gonna be really stacked toward the end as we escalate in skill, but so far we have 2 diamonds on the field. 11 has opted to go hatch first. I do have a co-caster, but he hasn't picked up the Discord call, I don't think. So if you're in the chat, make sure pick up and say hello, and I'll start funneling audio out there. But yeah, very standard openings here from both players to start things off. It's going to be a Reaper out of the Loot God. Marine follow-up.
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good.
Welcome. So we've introduced our players, and it looks like standard openers from both of them.
All right, excellent. Hello, what's going on, everyone? This is Sky. Welcome to the clan war here. I'm pretty excited. Thanks for letting me in.
If you guys in the chat could let me know if Sky is too loud here, too low, whatever. It's really hard to gauge on my end, but you guys, you know, you're the listeners, so make sure you can hear him at an appropriate volume level.
Reaper came in as the usual. Didn't get anything. Headed out. No lings lost. Yet, anyway. Oh, there's one. Spoke too soon. Interesting with the Evo chamber. What do you think? Where do you think he's going with that?
This could be a wall off. It could be. We might see a Roach Warren at the front here in a couple seconds. It could be a number of things. I think it's too... Okay, there's the Roach Warren, but he didn't use it for a wall off.
Maybe he's trying to hide it?
Sure. He's gonna go for ranged. I guess he's just like macroing, or microing his macro a little bit, but not really a full committal here from 11, where it's doing so. Luckily for him, the Hellions are sitting back for now. Timeless, that is, for a previous event, there's no bracket tonight, unfortunately.
Scans down, he sees the Roach Warren. Zerg seems pretty committed on this 2 base.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Nidus play. So, this was not seen by the Loot God. He did see the lair though, so there's enough context clues here for him to react. The question is, how well does he do so?
He's throwing down some more barracks. Looks like he's committing to bio for now. Nidus is going down. The one Marine spots it. He's shooting it down. He's bringing the Hellions over to react. He should be able to shut this down in time.
I don't know about that. Hellions are not known for their prowess at killing Niduses. The Roach's pop, it looks like he didn't bring any queens along the way, so he's not going to be able to transfuse the Nidus. Siege tank moves forward. That might be a little bit of a mistake. Fortunately, the siege tank will survive, as 11 wasn't really paying attention. He just kind of moved into the mineral line there. So, pretty much 0 damage from this Nidus play for 11.
Another one down on the bottom. This was doing much more.
Left alive in the main. It's going to get some SCV kills here, but It's pretty much army supply trading out for army supply at this point.
The hero Banshee doing some damage on those roaches that do not shoot up.
Okay, so 11's rallied some more roaches across the map. He's just slow walking them. 2 roaches aren't going to do anything here against a siege tank and a bunker. I think that might just be... Okay, no. He's going to meet up with the forces from the Nidus, but now he's attacking in the front. There's been a Banshee out for a long time.
Yeah, this Zerg is committed very hard with his 2 base and these roaches, but it looks like Terran... They pull in the SCVs, preparing the tank.
He didn't walk into the no-fire zone of the tank, so...
Oh. Yeah, I feel like Terran's in a great position now. Alright, Zerg did finally take that 3rd base. They're going to try and macro out of this, but I do feel like Terran definitely has the upper hand at the moment.
1-1 started out for the Loot God. It's going to be a long time coming, though, and I don't think 11 did enough damage. 3rd CC is ready to move out for the Loot God. He's hit with kind of a massive supply dock, but he has 4 supply depots finishing up that will alleviate things for a little while.
Loot God's got 2 Banshees on standby right outside the Zerg main. It's coming in right now to do some damage. I don't think there's any spores up. There are not. They've cloaked. This is going to do some damage. Drones aren't pulled yet. He's working on the drones. There we go. Queens are here along with Overseer. Took care of 1.
The economy is just so small for the Zerg. You want to be thinking about a 4th base between like 6.5, 7 minutes, and 11 just finished his 3rd.
Yeah, it's definitely not good as Zerg to be tied with any other race. You always want to be, 1-2 steps ahead typically. So I do agree wholeheartedly with that statement. I mean, miracles can happen, but I think Terran's in a really good position here. Mostly the Nidus play just didn't play out quite as well as 11 would have liked it, I think.
Both these armies are going to clash in the middle of the map. Some of the roaches for 11 aren't fighting. He has a flank set up, but he's too late. The Loot God is going to divide these forces and conquer them. LOL. Wait, how did he mess up? Wait, I thought that was 11 typing for a second. How did he mess up in any way possible? He's gonna storm across the map and end the game here.
Yeah, I think maybe he was disappointed that he didn't siege the tanks or something, but I don't think he's aware of how well that.
He forgot stim.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, wow. Okay, but he's still in a pretty good position, but I do think Zerg has enough forces here if he's played right to hold it off. But there is still more marching across the map here to support. Tanks are sieged up. Medevacs are doing their job. He's pushing in. The tanks are going to blow it up. He's stepping back. They're back and forth. The biles are going down. He's going to try and reach around the left side. He's going to fall back to the tanks now when he needs to. More corrosives. Oh man, this trade is looking rough for Red. He's got to rely on those tanks some more. Zerg's going to thin out that army pretty quick. He took out one of the tanks. There's 3 more left. The bio's pushing forward. Then it's going to go back. The medevacs are doing a lot of work. It looks like he is going to take care of this 3rd base, which is going to have Zerg in a really difficult position with just the 2 base that he's been on majority of the time throughout the game. Terran is actually working on putting down more CCs back at home, and he's still rallying more units across the map.
Well, 11 is back in the main of the Terran. He's going to work on shutting down reinforcements and killing off the production, but there's such a small amount of DPS in the Terran's base right now, and the Loot God has so much pushing forward. Stim has finished for him now, and 11 pulls back home to defend. That's absolutely the wrong decision. GG is called. The Loot God, perfectly balanced as all things should be. In the top left corner of this map, we have our red Zerg, Ris3n, Neverwinter. In the bottom right corner is the blue Terran. It's the Loot God. You still with me, Sky?
I am indeed, sir.
Okay.
Alright, nothing cheeky yet, so it would seem. I'm interested to see if Terran's going to go with bio or mech. Isn't mech kind of on the negative aspect right now? Aren't a lot of people not really going with the mech play these days?
Yeah, so Beastie Cutie made a video, and all the Terrans made a mass exodus from playing mech to just building a Banshee and then going into bio, you know?
Gotcha.
Well,
yeah.
So it's not that mech is totally gone off the ladder right now, it's just that mech is... It's way less proportional in the matchup than we saw earlier this season, because, man, was the start of this season, like, the season of mech. It was insane. Every single Terran. They're like, bio isn't viable, and we've had no balance patches, but now all of a sudden Terrans are going bio again, and it's really incredible.
Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense.
Standard openers here, again. Something strategic that took place. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but Angel fielded a second Zerg, right? So Neverwinter had the advantage of watching the Loot God play some TVZ. He's gonna know what style to expect, possibly, and that might give him an edge in the map.
There's no Lings to help push this Reaper off. The Queen just popped out, so he's going to be able to take care of it eventually here. Looks like it got one drone. Third is down successfully. That's good.
Best of 9 Pog. Yeah. So, first team to 5 points wins. GIRTH has the edge right now.
He's got an Overlord just checking on things, keeping an eye on stuff. That's some good scouting. He's also going to come in with 4 Lings, poke around a little bit. There's nothing there at the moment. Oh, there we go. The Hellions are coming down. Clean up the Lings. Couple kills from the Lings, not bad. Used up a little bit of that energy on the mule. Looked like a pretty solid scout though. Third CC is almost complete. Over on the Zerg side, he's his third hatch is almost done. Seems like some pretty respectful play, nothing too crazy, just kind of macroing it out.
He did start researching Stim this time, so
that's true. I think he learned his lesson from the last one.
Yeah, so he's unleashing 10% more of his power, going up the Masters 3 player for Ris3n. I like that Neverwinter just has one roach on the field right now. That's it. He's the soldier that guards the realms of men. Watch on the wall.
That's heavily trained roach right there. The creep sped is going really well here for Neverwinter. Kudos to that, and it looks like the Loot God hasn't really pushed out to try and punish that yet, and those tumors are really pushing, and if he's on in check, that's going to swarm up like half the map there. Give a huge advantage to Winter here to see what's coming. Both economies are rocking and rolling. The macro seems to keep pushing.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that the Loot God hasn't kept pressuring with these Hellions. Like, this creep is so far spread out, you can easily pick off these active tumors on the edges if you wanted to, but it's keeping them at home, possibly to get a run-by going while he, you know, hits with his main bio-tank push. We're not really seeing any tanks from the Loot God, though. Which is a little bit interesting.
The fourth hatchery is almost halfway there for Neverwinter. And I do agree. I don't see many tanks. And also with the tumors. I mean, those tumors, this creep spread is really going to help with vision and pushing out and defense, all the above, you know. And I agree. I think blue maybe should hit here and there, maybe north and south. At this point, he's not even aware how much creep there is, you know, pushing out toward him. So I think he's going to be unpleasantly surprised once he starts pushing out and sees how far that creep has gone. Speaking of which, it looks like he's going to push out now. Let's see if he's going to do a two-prong or all together.
Well, it seems like he moved for 3 seconds before being spotted. Neverwinter's going to have plenty of time to position his army. The Loot God is going to see the heavy roach composition of Neverwinter for the first time here. He hasn't dropped a stim yet. Okay, he's going to split off some medevacs. Neverwinter hasn't seen this yet. Okay, he saw it now. Clipped over the creep. There's just so much creep.
Yeah, he has such a huge advantage here. He's going to clean up that north army big time. A couple of Marines rally to their death. It happens. But the drop is still going on over on the south side, as Neverwinter seems to lack a little bit on the movement. He's pulling his whole army back down there. Let's see how much damage can be done here. It looks like very little. I don't know. How many drones did he get there? Did he get any?
He got like 4.
Okay, that's not too bad, but definitely not what you want to happen when you lose your whole army. Zerg's in a really good spot now as far as army. Additionally, with the creep tumors and the economy still going strong. Queens are going to kind of box out these medevacs for a little while.
So, Neverwinter is gearing up for a push. He's going to max out on Roach Ravager, push into the third of the Loot God. He might bring queens with this, he might not. But the issue is, if this all-in attack fails from Neverwinter, the Roach Ravager composition is going to trade really poorly the more upgrades stacked on this bio. Now, +2 is still a little ways away, but once that hits, stimmed +2 Marines can shred this Roach Ravager, absolutely destroy it. One of the queens lives, it picks off the medevac.
Production's really starting to ramp up here for the Terran player, the Loot God.
Neverwinter is almost into Hive Tech, some early lings go down.
It's going to be a big fight in the middle here. The tanks are sieging the back. He's stimming forward, but he's taking a lot of bile shots to the face. He's trying to back off a little bit. Looks like a pretty even fight. Looks like Zerg's going to back off, try and use that creep a little bit. Some biles. Okay. Not a bad trade for Terran.
Yeah, Terran definitely won that engagement, but Neverwinter behind this is getting more and more creep spread. He's getting up to Hive.
He's wrapping some Lings around the back to get those tanks. Beautiful move on the backside. He's taking out the tanks while the Roaches take out the top army, and he's just going to get up and get out of there with very little. He's just got mostly medevacs.
Yeah.
He's got some more Marines pushing up.
There are some more Marines coming in here. The Planetary is going to hold for a little while. Those CVs could help by repair. Okay, he doesn't even need the repair right now. There's so many medevacs.
It's a lot.
More medevacs.
It's a lot of medevacs.
That's too many medevacs, actually.
They will be healed. This is for sure. It looks like the Zerg army is trickling down, but it's doing so much damage because it took Blue such a while to work up the forces to kind of push him away. Well, and just like you said, in the meantime, he's the Zerg player is macroing behind and spreading that creep.
Neverwinter takes the bottom left corner. He's going up to 5 base. The Loot God needs to keep his upgrades going. 2-2 has hit the field for him. Neverwinter's going into Ultralisk. Okay, 5 Ultras hitting the field. Adrenal glands coming out as well, so this could signal a switch into Lings. Maybe. He doesn't have any melee upgrades. Okay, he's gonna start up melee just now, so Neverwinter really wants to take it into the late game. He built Double Spire for upgrades. He's going into Greater Spire as well. Hey, thanks for the follow, folks.
Looks like the Loot God is going to try maybe a 2-prong here. He's taking 2 medevacs up north with the main army down the center here to take care of some creep. Pretty solid move. I don't think he saw the Ultras yet. He's scanning, taking care of some stuff. Alright, Zerg's starting to push in a little bit. There goes the Ultras. He sees the Ultras. He's stimming. He gets to the medevacs. He tries to get out of there.
And he will get out of there. He basically lost only that single tank. So, for now, Neverwinter is going to get in on these several barracks on the low ground, but he can't engage this bio. Oh god, he's going to try to engage the bio. He just lost 2 Ultras. I think the Loot God's being too scared. He needs to keep pumping out DPS and dancing with these Ultras.
While all that's going on, the Loot God did do a double drop on one of the hatcheries on the north side, and it looks like some of the army, all of the army is coming back to defend that, which did buy him a little bit of time. That was actually a great play. He's going to continue on. He's going into the main right now. He's still doing more damage. He's stimming them up. He's got 2 medevacs there to support. They're still doing some damage. Take on some Lings. All right, they're going to get picked up, and it looks like he's on his way out, but that was a great move while that main base was getting hit.
He's 2 tunnel vision, though. He lost more production facilities. 4 supply depots went down. He's going to need to rebuild a couple of those. Ling's going to get in the base. I guess it's not really going to do anything from there. It might kill some SCVs later, but he took some damage there as well.
Yeah, at this point, it seems like it'd be rough to defend with all the Zerg, especially with those Ultras. They're just so tanky. Oh, the blinding clouds! Wow, that is a lot of bio, though.
Yeah, it's. Oh my god, the Vipers go down. There's so much gas lost. Neverwinter needs to be careful. He doesn't have the world's biggest gas bank, which sounds crazy, because he has 1k. But this late into the game, 1k isn't the most.
I can't believe this. I'm really impressed with the Terran player here. The Loot God did a great job there holding off. That was pretty scary, that army, and he target fired down what he need to, and it looked like Neverwinter knew that it was kind of bad to push, so he pulled out. That was pretty impressive.
So Neverwinter spent all his gas on 4 Broodlords. 4 Broodlords is not the amount of Broodlords you need to engage this army.
Yeah, I agree. That's gonna be challenging to manage in there effectively. At least for me. Of course, I'm not very good at Terran, but maybe he can handle it, no problem.
I do really think that the Loot God is being way too afraid. The best argument I could make for him is maybe he's waiting for 3-3 to hit the field, but we'll know in a couple seconds if that's his play. When he gets 3-3, he needs to stem across the map and start putting pressure on the Zerg, because this is absolutely insane map control from Neverwinter. Like, the Loot God keeps winning engagement after engagement, and it's not putting a dent into the Zerg because he's just allowed to have this economy unchecked. Oh no, these medevacs are going to go down to the Corruptor. This is going to be a value Corruptor.
Looks like they made it just barely. Nope, he lost it. He lost one, and he's dropping what's left over in the second one there. Yeah, I agree. The Zerg player here is just running rampant. Neverwinter did a great job with the creep spread.
He just pulled the whole army home, right? He knew where the army was. He could have stemmed in, cleaned up the creep, gotten these, like, 7 overlords that are just sitting out in the middle of nowhere, and taken out a hatchery in the meantime by the time Neverwinter responded, but he just didn't push in.
Alright, looks like a big engagement's coming down in the middle in here. So he's sieged up the tank, he's got his bio, his medevac, the Ultralists are coming in. He's got a lot of Banes back there too to help kind of do some splash damage on the bio. The Broodlord's in there just enough to kind of help take care of that tank, and looks like Terran player's going to have to back off and reassess, while the Zerg player is probably going to continue to push here. The Broodlords are still doing some damage. He's moving forward with Stem to try and take care of the Broodlords. He got 1, but it looks like there's still 3 alive, and they're going to continue to peck away. The Ultralists are coming in, a little bit of Bane action. He's going to stutter step that back. He's taking them out a little bit at a time. He's doing pretty good as far as the hold goes here.
Yeah, the Loot God just took out, like, Broodlord, a couple Corruptors, an Ultralisk, and he lost a single medevac for his efforts. But he needs to kill the Zerg at some point. He needs to keep the pressure up. Once again, he wins the engagement, but there's 2,000 minerals, 2,000 gas in the bank for Neverwinter. He can make whatever he wants off of that. He's using this larva-heavy Zergling composition. I don't know why he's not spending his money exactly, but... Okay, finally
that a lot of free overlords, wow.
But they were
a lot of free overlords
for Neverwinter.
Yeah, they were. He's still good. Yeah, it's almost like the Zerg player is just kind of strangling him out, and obviously the Zerg is able to make these trades. He's got all the money and gas that he really needs, you know? Finally, Terrence trying to expand a little bit. He's going to go to that north base and poke around on the north as well himself. He might even be able to take out this hatchery real quick if he can snipe it and get out of there. It looks like the Zerg player's just letting it happen, or I'm not sure if he's not paying attention or he's just going to let it go. Nope, he's moving in now. Might be too late. Let's see. Nope, looks like he's able to save it just in time. He's going to push back the Terran player a little bit.
He cannot move in off creep against this most bio. Oh, well, the Loot God was pre-split, but he kind of masked up his Marines there. So this is going to be a little bit dicier of an engagement, but he will take out everything the Zerg has here unless he makes severe errors in judgment like this.
He's kiting, he's doing not bad, but the Corruptors are giving chase those medevacs, so he's kind of running out of options here. He can't stay and fight too long. The Zerg peeled off, and he's going to go after that north one, the North CC. Medevacs go down south with the army. The Corruptors are going to stay on top of that command center. He's only got a handful of Ultras here. He does have 1 Viper, it looks like 1 Broodlord in this army. But again, just like you were saying before, the economy and the powerhouse behind the Zerg player is just, at this point, it just seems unstoppable. He's kind of bullying the Terran player, and I think the Terran player, his exchanges are outstanding. Like, he's doing a great job of these trades, but the Zerg player is just a powerhouse, and without being put in check in any way, he's just going to control the entire map and take over and strangle the Terran player.
Okay. +2 ground weapons have finished up for the Zerg. He's going for +3 ranged as well, so I guess these 3 Ravagers are going to be very, very powerful. That's nice. Okay, Liberators snipe down the Broodlord, they're fighting. Upper Cloud, all the Vipers go down in the front. That was severe missed micro on the part of Neverwinter. He's engaging the bio in a choke point. The Ultras are getting focused down one at a time. The Thor has fallen for the Terran. That's it. Nice
great
on
bundle.
growth.
Loot God's on his last leg. He's pulling back, doing what he can with the forces that he has. The Liberators are going to help shield a little bit, but that's just so much Zerg right now. Lifts that CC. It is on fire. He's had that one for a while. He's really hurting on economy right now. Zerg looks like they're backing off now. Just a handful of ultras. Okay, kind of resets again. Again, Terran is doing a great job. The Loot God is doing a fantastic job at these trades, like surprisingly well. But he's just got no economy.
He really needs to lift the CC. He needs to take the top right corner because it's looking dire. He has all of like 4 mineral patches left to mine off of.
Another fungal. Oh wow, that was a good fungal on the Medivacs too. Pretty solid. But the bio count is really high, so Zerg backs off again. He's losing, you know, 2, 3, 4 ultras a fight.
Look at the income though. 3,000 minerals to 900. 800 gas to 300. This is the last army from the Loot God.
Oh, fungal. That's rough. That looked like more than half the army there. He's still hanging on with a handful. He's stutter stepping with the ultras.
Okay, that was a very cocky position to morph those broodlords in. Well,
yeah. The Loot God knows. Yeah. Wow. What a.
in the top left of Simulacrum again. Wait a minute. Didn't we just play on Simulacrum? Hold up. No, we totally just played on Simulacrum, right?
We did, yes.
Okay. I guess this is allowed. Alright. In the top left corner of Simulacrum, once again, as the Yellow Zerg, second up for Ris3n, it's Neverwinter.
And in the bottom right, representing the GIRTH clan, we have Magic playing as the Purple Protoss. So, from what I've been told by more experienced Zerg players, the best way to beat a Protoss is by not letting them play at all. So, typically a lot of Zergs recommend to me to try and hit early and often so that they don't turn into a powerhouse. So I'm interested to see what Neverwinter's play is going to be, or if he's going to go with a more macro style and just try and go toe-to-toe with some Protoss units.
Well, given the pool first, I don't think he's going to go for a more macro style. 6-ling's already on the way. A man after my own heart.
I love it. A little strong. Let's see if it pays off.
Coda saying in the chat, death to Protoss, die. Alright, I'm feeling your spirit, man.
So Protoss is doing the safety wall here. He's got his SimCity kind of going for that wall. And he is working on getting the Zealot out, so he's going to be somewhat prepared. But is he going to have enough in time when the Zerg comes marching over?
I mean, I guess it depends what you mean. So, Neverwinter is either going to back off and intercept any adepts that come out for Magic, or try to get as much damage done on the Cybercore as he can. For the Stalker pops, okay, he waited a second there. It's not going to be very much damage at all. What he's trying to do here is pull the Zealot out of the wall and get in, but it's not going to happen. Stalker's out, and this aggression's over. So he's just going to drone up behind this. Revolt, you're not even a Protoss. You're a Zerg. Stop the memes. You're just...
So correct me if I'm wrong, but is the meta to go Stargate as Protoss and kind of poke around, or does it just kind of depend on the build?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that one? I was memeing with chat.
Yeah. So the meta for Protoss, is it pretty typical to go with the Stargate, or it just kind of depends on the build?
You can do what you want. So this is looking like either DTs or resonating glaives right now. There's not really a way to tell. I don't think we're going to see a Stargate this time around. It really depends on the player's style, but Resonating Glaives is by far the most popular build on Ladder. Robo Facility for Warp Prism, and it is going to be the Dark Shrine play.
Good call, good call. Yeah, let's see. This could be rough. Lair isn't even started yet, and there's no spores, so this could be pretty impactful. I would argue at the higher levels, they don't usually seal the deal. DTs don't usually end the game, but they can do enough damage to where it's really hard to dig your way out of the hole, and it can be significant enough to where Protoss has the lead and just holds it. The Adept's shading in to take a look around and see if he finishes. He does not. Okay, the layer has been started, which is going to be beneficial so that he can transform some of those Overseers when the time is right. The Dark Shrine is almost done, just a couple more seconds.
2 tree, a few. Go. He
okay, yeah.
He's late though. Like, this Warp Prism's super late. This is really bad. He's going for charge as well, but you want this Warp Prism out on the map, on location, and deployed as that Dark Shrine is finishing up, and he's just not there. Every second that goes by is more and more time for Neverwinter to rally a defense. Now the Lair's finished, now he's going to be able to morph Overseers. This is just all kinds of disaster for Neverwinter, for Magic.
Yeah, and Neverwinter wisely put down Spore Crawlers, and as a Zerg player, I do the same thing just because I'm expecting either DTs or Phoenix or Oracles. I mean, it's almost inevitable that they poke around with one of those three kind of early games. So the first DT looks like it's going to pop on the north side. Let's see how much damage it can get done.
And the answer is going to be 0.
Yeah, 0 there. Just like you said, I would agree. I think that is
like, what is up with that? Normally, you morph in 4, you try to get damage done, and then you back off and you make 2 Archons. By the way, Neverwinter should not be getting away with this. He didn't scout. For some reason, he didn't scout till the 5-minute 30-second mark. And did he even finish the scout? No. No, he got shut down by the Stalker. So, like, he just threw down safety spores, and he's like, alright, I'm gonna rely on not scouting whatsoever. And he got away with this. Like, this was Magic's game to win, just on that factor alone. It's finally gonna get some Ling kills.
There's plenty of roaches there to buffer this out, though. He's doing the dance, doing what he can.
Magic's not taking a third, though. Like, the reason you do this drop is to keep the roaches of the Zerg at home, keep him honest, keep him on his toes, and you take a third behind it, but that's just not happening here with Neverwinter. He went for charge and never made the Zealots. Like, this was totally a DT charge all-in, and it just didn't occur. It didn't happen.
Yeah, in the meantime, he's trickling in units across the map. Not very effectively. They're kind of getting caught. This is looking rough. Yeah, because he's just kind of trickling. The Zealots are doing some work up north with the Stalker, but down south, the Immortals... Okay, so he's trying to work with the Immortals on these roaches, but one of them's really getting pinched off here. It's going to go down, and then he has another Immortal that he's trying to work with here, but the roaches are just too high of a numbers, and he's going to kind of fall back to the main army up on the north here. He's going to take out one hatch, which is nice, and then maybe retreat.
Is it, though? I mean...
He's trying to make something happen.
He lost both his Immortals. Those Immortals are so much more valuable in tandem with a Warp Prism, but he walked them across the map directly into the roaches. He's still pressuring here. It looks like he's dealing damage, but...
Alright, one more Immortal is able to come in here and kind of help this Protoss army. I do agree. I think maybe it was a misrally. Like, maybe he rallied in the middle and then the code just had him go one way and the other. I'm not sure, but it was misfortunate. I think that if Protoss had all that army together, this would be a much scarier push. Not to degrade what he's already doing, because he's still pushing through here pretty well.
Well, these roaches in those past 2 seconds got a lot stronger. Speed finished up, Carapace finished up, and +1 ranged. Now Burrow is on the field, so they can even plop down and heal. There's no observer with this army. Neverwinter.
No, there's.
Oh wait, no, is there? Oh my God, it was over the century. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But still, you're right. Those roaches got a lot stronger, a lot quicker. But somehow Protoss is making this happen, and it's pretty exciting because I really didn't see this coming. If you'd asked me like 15, 20 seconds ago, I'd have been like, no. But he's making it work, and he's about to take out the roach one. The roach one goes down, and then the roaches are going to come in and try and push it away.
Yeah,
and he's still holding on.
There's 20 more hitting the field though, and these two immortals are going to be on their lonesome for a while. Okay.
So he's got 3. He's going to do the juggling act here.
He didn't do a warp pin. He didn't warp pin. Oh no.
This is looking rough. He's going to have to juggle 3. Until he loses 1, it's going to be a little difficult. Yeah.
It's not going to happen. He's got to go home with his tail between his legs. The main is starting to mine out. Another patch is going to go down as we view this. The natural is soon to follow, and Magic is going to be pressured to take a 3rd, but he just doesn't have the army to secure that location. Now, I have seen Immortals get 70 or 80 kills with a Warp Prism, but 2 of these guys are going to have to get that kill count at this point.
Oh, the DT's coming in to help. That was a solid move. That was a good clutch move right there. Neverwinter went ahead and reestablished that 4th that was taken out earlier, and you're right. If Protoss doesn't take a 3rd here, he's in trouble, and if he does, just like you said, it's a bit of a gamble because I don't know how well he'll be able to defend it. He's marching more units across. The Archon goes down. He's got the DTs with him, but Neverwinter, he's got an Observer with him now, so they're kind of moot. He does do a warp in. He gets some Zealots going there. He's going to try and push that 4th again, but like you said, though, without Protoss's 3rd here, it's going to be a war of attrition, and the Zerg player is going to win.
I think Neverwinter needs to cancel this 4th. Oh, it got killed. It's fine. He's fine.
Yeah, he's still sitting pretty solid. I mean, I like what Protoss is doing here. He's doing a pretty good trades. He just needs to get that 3rd up.
That was some intense micro sniping down that low health immortal. He box clicked really fast there. He's pulled some battle drones to help out as well, so that's nice. They're gonna be sent back to work.
Did the battle drones do the online course, or did they go to the classroom battle course?
Well, in these uncertain times, I think they're doing online right now.
Right. The Biles are really hitting. He's not microing the Immortals much here, and they're just getting devastated.
Well,
the DTs are helping.
them at all. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they were just sitting there. But... he doesn't have an Overseer anymore, does he? Though the DTs should be doing pretty well here. I don't know where his Overseers went.
They've slowly been gunned down by the Archons over time, but another Overseer is coming in. It's moving to join the army. Another Immortal falls. Why hasn't Magic thrown down a 3rd Nexus behind this?
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, if he'd have just... Oh, man. If guys, like, I don't know.
Formulate a strategy and maybe counter it in the next round. At the top of Purity and Industry, as the Red Protoss. Playing for Girth. It's Naster.
In the middle right, playing as the Blue Zerg, representing the Ris3n clan, we have Neverwinter. Neverwinter, kind of an unstoppable force at the moment. I believe it's 2-0 for him. He's taken the last 2. This will be his 3rd match here against Naster. Let's see if he goes with DTs or if he's going to go Stargate or what. Last game, Neverwinter did go with an early pull and try to do some early pressure to see what he could get away with. Looks like this time he's going a little bit more standard, but it looks like Naster's going to be a little pesky there on that hatch and going to use his probe to just be a hassle. And there goes the pylon. Really being a nuisance. Some Zergs attack it, some Zergs just overlook it and take their 3rd instead of their nat. Just poke around.
Yeah, so Neverwinter, I believe it is on information and belief he's been tilted into going pool first. I don't think he was planning on it. Personally, I just ignore it and take the 3rd. But on Purity and Industry, I see why he wouldn't want to do that. It's just so far away from your main.
Yeah, that's true. It is exposed, plus the rocks for the choke point, so I agree with that.
This probe is in a very suspicious location.
It is indeed, I agree.
Yeah, I've been introduced to a growing body of Protosses who swear by this map, and I don't necessarily understand it. They all have like weird proxies that they hide because it's just so big.
So forgive my ignorance, but so the area between the two bases, right? That open sky area, those aren't slow bubbles or anything, right?
Those are slow bubbles. Those are good game
they are
design
slow
zones. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, maybe that's why, but considering that they're slow bubbles, maybe that doesn't play as big a factor as I thought. I'm not sure. It could be like you said, because of the third base being so quote unquote far away, depending on those rocks and kind of how you set things up.
According to the guy that made this map on the Pylon show, by the way, we have an Evo chamber going down for Neverwinter. And
nice. So Link's got a little bit on the natural there for the Protoss player.
This is... We're at the 3-minute mark. Okay. Neverwinter hasn't taken the third yet. There's like a 15-second danger zone here. If he doesn't expand, this is a two-base play.
Man.
Yeah, it's melee.
Okay, so... Yeah, so... I have a build that I do that's similar to this for Nidus, and he just went with the layer, so I'm thinking it's Nidus. He's trying to +1 melee speed Nidus, maybe.
Yeah.
Because he does 100%. Have an overlorded position. Yeah.
But, so, according to this map maker, Naster's going Resonating Glaives, but according to the guy that made this map, he's like, yeah, this is a really bad map for air, because we have slow zone, so it's twice the distance, and that makes it bad for air, but, like, everyone goes air on this map. It's totally good for air. Like, it's...
Yeah,
I don't know what he's talking about.
I can see if you take it like if he was the Protoss player and you took him straight north across the one bubble and then brought him all the way over kind of and then down across the one bubble, I can see that advantage, you know?
Yeah, you just go at like a triangle over the island base.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're fine.
Yeah, it looks like the Zerg player's ready to do this Nidus. The Nidus is down on his side. I don't know if Nasser has any idea what's going on. He does have a few Stalkers and one Adept. If it goes down in the initial Overlord spot there on the north, I think he may have a chance to defend it. I don't know the trade on that. But he does have a secondary Overlord out on that open area on the south side of the Protoss base in his main, and there is nothing there. So let's see how this plays out. I'm interested to see how well Nasser responds. We're about to find out. The Nidus is done. On the Zerg side, he's about to place it down. There it is. It's going to be on the south side of the main, which he does not have any units. He's got a couple of Adepts. He just put the Adepts in a War Prism. Is the War Prism going to see it? Oh my god, he's going straight south. He's not going to see it. He's not going to see it. He's going right. He went right around it. Oh no. The Nidus is done. Here they come. The Queens are out. The Lings are out. He pulls all the probes. He warps in some more Adepts. The Lings are giving chase. Queens are doing a lot of damage. He put down one Creep Tumor. The units are coming up for the Protoss player. He's trying to trade. A lot of Lings, a lot of Queens. This is doing a lot of damage.
I mean, just flying the Warp Prism over the Queens was a major mistake for Nasser, and I think that alone cost him this game.
Oh man, this is looking really rough. Okay, so they cleaned up most of the Lings down there. He's still got 4 Queens, but they can only hold for so long. Is there any backup? Okay, there's a couple more Lings coming out.
Neverwinter is floating a ton of minerals. He needed... Okay, he starts up 2 more Queens right now, but he could have started those off a while ago. He could have like 4 more Queens here. And he needs to throw down a 3rd. I don't know why he's not throwing down a 3rd. He has so much money. He has
another Queen and some Lings are coming out. Yep.
He needs to bring drones and drop spines or take a 3rd or something, but he's laser focused on this.
He's he's microing so hard that he doesn't have much coming to help. He's trying to maintain and
this push here. Army supply has gone down for Nasser. He hasn't taken that much probe damage. He's only 4 probes behind the Zerg. And these guys are even on bases. Like, he hasn't even lost.
Okay, that's a good amount of lings.
Yet.
Okay, the lings are going down to the natural to take care of some of the probes. He did pull the probes, but I don't know if it's going to be in time. But in the meantime, the Nidus and the Queens here are probably about to go down, and it's going to shut down all the aggression here. The Nidus is getting hit. A couple of lings pop out, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to continue to destroy the Nidus, but then he pops another one. He's going to go for another one in the natural. I still don't know if it's going to be enough to really do a lot of damage, though. He did take out several probes here on the natural, though. Okay, Nidus popped out. A couple more lings. 2 more queens.
Yeah, this is over.
Just not enough.
This is defended.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
And Neverwinter didn't macro behind this, so he's pretty dead, I think.
Yeah.
If Naster decides to attack at all, this is over. If Naster decides to take a third, it's over. Neverwinter's double expanding now, but he still has 500 minerals in the bank. He just can't do anything with.
I don't know. Maybe there's a slim chance for Neverwinter if Naster macros. He did take a double hatch, but he'd be hard pressed to make it pretty competitive, just because Naster came out on top after all his resources just spilling over there. He is oversaturated on his natural there. Working on some Hydras. All right, this is where it's going to get dicey. It might be the game. He's going to push over here with these, looks like 1 or 2 Zealots and the rest are Adepts, and this could be pretty bad. But he's got a couple of Queens on standby here on the fringe of the creep here. He's got 1 Observer.
He's going Lingbane Hydra. I don't agree with this.
I'm so surprised. Naster's backing off. Why is he backing off? What did he see? Creep?
Well, you know, so Naster doesn't actually know that Neverwinter hasn't macroed behind this.
That's true.
He has no way of knowing right now. Well, I mean, he has ways of knowing. He just, you know, hasn't scouted.
I'm just saying, if he doesn't know either way, so you might as well push until you see something, maybe, you know? Oh, here comes some Banes. Are you gonna connect? Oh, he pulls the probes, and it looks like, oh no, man, big hit. That was a big hit. Oh my goodness.
I appreciated the panic there. You could literally see it in action as he picked up probes into the warp prism instead of splitting. So truly wonderful, the mind of a Protoss.
Okay, looks like Naster's going to push across now, but the Zerg player Neverwinter seems a lot more prepared now. He was given a little more time. He's got a decent amount of Hydras, so let's see how this trade.
He just used all his Banelings.
Yeah, but I mean, with these Hydras, he might be able to, and he's morphing a couple more.
My
plus
friend,
the Queens.
These are Resonating Glaive Adepts. They were born to be Hydralisks.
Yeah.
There's nothing to shield here. There's no Link shield. The Banelings are caught behind the Queens right now. Look at him go.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is a lot of Stalkers too to help supplement. You're right. He's in trouble.
He doesn't
initially
have
it looked like it was
either.
but
And there's no ranged upgrade. He doesn't have +1. He has melee. He has +2 melee, so these Banelings are gonna hit like trucks, but
yeah, he's just free roaming here. He's going south. He's gonna do what he can, but I think Protoss is definitely in a great position. Army comp and upgrades and everything. Couple of Banes hit. He's doing what he can.
They hit, but Naster microed forward his Stalkers to absorb most of them. Fortunately, Neverwinter had 2 more Banelings behind it, but
okay, some Lings are coming to support, but so are some Zealots. And it looks like Zerg's gonna have just enough to hold here. Wow, yeah. Good job. Good job, Neverwinter.
Like, had those been Adepts, Protoss could actually win the engagement, but he warped in Zealots for some reason. He had the gas to warp in some Adepts, but I don't know.
I'm surprised. So first it looked like Zerg was going to be able to hold, and then as the unit composition came together, I was like, nah, I don't think so. And he made it happen. The Bane hits, I guess, were enough, mixing with the Hydras, and he's able to hold. And oh, another Nidus is going down. Just left of the natural there. Maybe to instill a little bit of panic. Looks like the Protoss player is just outside the gates here, trying to figure out what he wants to do, or if he's going to push. Yeah, so he's going to go investigate, see what he can find. That's a lot of Hydras, though. Is he going to... Oh, he focus fired it down quick. He's doing a good spread there. Oh, my goodness.
This is just really...
Look at this!
Poor decision-making.
Oh, my God! I can't believe that! Wow!
Spawning in the bottom left. Up fourth in the lineup for GIRTH. Ris3n, Rogues.
And representing the Ris3n clan, he's 3-0 right now with his 4th match. He's playing as the Blue Zerg. It is Neverwinter. So it looks like from Neverwinter, his style just is whatever. We've seen, oh, speaking of whatever, there's an early pool right there.
Pool first on this map is pretty weak, especially versus Terran. This timing better be very, very, very crisp because the rush distance is just so long. He's probably going to be making 6 lings. Yeah, there's the drone for the hatch to try and get a delay on Rogue's 2nd CC. But it's gonna be a difficult prospect.
Yeah, I think I could be mistaken, but I think this is either the longest or like the 2nd longest rush distance in the map pool right now. I could be way off, but I feel like that's the case.
I think it's 3rd, behind Golden Wall and Purity.
So close. All right, CC does go down.
Oh my god, this is so all-in. Alright, so these 2 lings are going to try to intercept the SCV, shut down scouting. Rogues knows it's a pull first, but the idea is to stop him from finding the Ridgeworn. Okay, no, he's not going to bother. He's going to send these guys across to delay the command center.
Is he going to get there in time?
Yeah, he'll get there in plenty of time. The Reaper didn't scout this, so they're not going to be intercepted. The Marine is on the ramp. It's not in position to deal with this. As long as they don't derp out, they will kill the SCV. There's the right click.
Yep, there it is. You called it. The 2 lings go up to the Marine. A few SCVs are pulled. He did delay that 2nd CC, though.
The Reaper comes home.
Comes back. Yep.
It did not scout the main. And here come 3 roaches. He's going to bank up some gas, morph these guys into Ravagers.
He did take care of the Reaper. The Reaper did see the roaches. So he's got a little bit of time to react. Is it going to be enough? He's got 2 mines. He's working on some Widow mines right now. Roaches are almost at the doorstep.
Okay, he did not morph the Ravagers. He's instead going for a lair? Oh, he's going to walk into the mines.
Okay, so he drew both mines with 1 roach. That's not horrible. Mines are pulled away. He loses 1 mine. The Marine's in the bunker. He's going to pull the 2 roaches back, see what he can do with the CC here. Meanwhile, back at home, he's spreading the creep, and just like you said, lair is almost done. Maybe for speed for roaches? Or maybe mutas? He is heavy gas. I'm thinking mutas.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Spire play. I guess he's doing what he can to delay mining.
Yep, there's the Spire.
Not killing that Marine, came back to bite him. My question is, why go up the ramp if you were trying to contain at the natural? You might as well just sit all 3 roaches behind the mineral line.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to try his luck and see how much he could do. But as soon as I saw, if it were me, if I saw the mines, I'd just back off and do what I could with the natural. I do agree with you there.
Well, you never break that. You never break that with 3 roaches. You need the Ravagers if you're going to make that gamble. But the Spire is on its way. Widow Mines are already on the field for the Terran. However, he's going into Banshee because Beastie Cutie said so. And I think these Meta are gonna steamroll the Terran.
I don't know about steamroll. He is pumping out a little bit of bio. He does have the reactor on the barracks. Just depends on how much he invests in these mutas. The Banshee could scout it, you know, and then maybe he'll have a little bit of prep time. But Zerg is in a pretty solid spot. So there's a couple of mutas popping out now. Where's the Banshee? I don't see the Banshee. Is it back at home?
It's...
Oh, okay, it's in its net. Okay.
Line. Yeah.
He didn't see the Spire yet, correct? No, he is not. Okay. Oh, okay, there's the scan, so he's gonna see it. Alright, let's see what he does back home. Okay, immediately we got some turrets going down.
Yeah.
1 in each.
Neverwinter shouldn't have chased the Banshee. There isn't really a point to that. But I still think he's going to be fine. The missile turrets and the mineral lines will be finished when he arrives. The ones on the production shouldn't be. No. Oh, okay, he's going to wait to go in for no reason. That's really bad. Oh my god.
So I feel like the mutas are they're not really going to get much done harassment wise. They are going to help supplement his unit comp and dealing with medevacs, any kind of drops. But the investment and the time on that was a little heavy.
Yeah, there's not going to be a drop. This is going to be a Marine tank push whenever Rogues feels like it. And now these beta have no value. They're just supplies sitting in the air, and Neverwinter hasn't dropped a Baneling Nest. Roaches are not going to be good against this.
Yep. He's going to try and snipe the medevac? Oh! Is he going to get it? He got it. He got the medevac. Okay, so that helps with this push if he decides to push across the map.
He lost 5 beta. It's not worth it. That was
No, not at all.
That was terrible.
But
Neverwinter's in a lot of trouble. Look at this play from Rogues. He's not moving the CC onto location until his Marines are there to defend it.
That's good. Good habit.
Finally, a Baneling Nest going down for Neverwinter. He did invest in melee, he did invest in Carapace, but Baneling speed is a long way away. Luckily for him, Rogues did choose to macro. He is going into an orbital at the 3rd. Neverwinter is going to take a 4th. Well, I mean, he did take a 4th. It's already up and operational.
So it looks like Rogues is moving down south here. He's going to see the creep and be like, all right, well, I need to deal with this because Neverwinter is really creeping it out. There goes the scan. He's going to push in. He's got stim. Tanks aren't being sieged, but that is a lot of bio. Wow, he was able to dodge those, no problem. He's still pushing in, taking care of some of the creep here. Oh my goodness, this is a painful push. Without any Banes, this is going to be really rough. Okay, looks like he's thinning out the Terran. And he's going to pick up and get out of there. He's got a tank and a handful of Marines. But that looked pretty scary. And he was able to push back a little bit of the creep.
Yeah, this is fine for Rogues, I think. Oh no, Neverwinter is going for the yellow attack. What's the tank count looking like? Okay, the tank's not sieged, the tank's out of position. There's a supply depot wall here to buy some time. Rogues is uniting his forces at the third. Neverwinter's gonna make a dive. The tanks are unsieged.
Okay,
the
one
tanks are
siege. Yeah.
He needs more Ravagers if he wants to push in here.
See, now would be a great time to get those mutas in there. Try and take care of some of the drop play, but I don't know if he has any left.
I think it's too late in the game for Muta. When you're doing this Muta play, you really need to get that harass damage done. Get the Terran playing from behind. Make sure he's not moving out onto the map and clearing your creep. More importantly, not clearing up your creep queens. And hitting like a critical mass of Muta. The Muta game's kind of been abandoned. It's been scrapped. There's no way you get back into it at this point. So I am surprised Neverwinter is going into Ultra because he already did have that Spire. So his Greater Spire investment was already partially, you know, invested in, partially paid for, and he just kind of abandoned that. I don't know if I agree with this tech switch.
2-2 finished up for both guys. Vehicle weapons level 1 almost done for the Terran player, obviously. A little bit of harassment play on the newest hatch over on the left side, top left. Main army's doing a pretty solid push here in the middle. He does have a couple of ultras ready to go, though. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, the tanks are doing so much damage. The Bane's rolling in, doing a lot of work, and he's able to clean up those tanks. And the Marines got out of there with the medevacs.
Yeah, this is all expendable, though, for Rogues. Like, he was probably counting on losing some of that army. He's going to shore up defenses back home. He's building supply depot all around.
So Rogue says, okay, stop me there, but I'm going to come over here and kill a bunch of your drones.
I'm concerned he has... Okay, I think he needed one more wave of reinforcements. Neverwinter is going to break in here. Rogues did clear up a mineral line, but it's not enough, I don't think.
No, the Zerg is just devastating all kinds of stuff down here in the south, and he's having to pull back. He's probably going to end up losing the CC. He's still keeping the SCVs there. They're still... Oh, man, the bile hits there were big. Oh, that took out the small force that he did have there defending. There's just a handful of Marines, 2 Marauders, and a tank, and the Lings are cleaning that up with a Roach. Okay, so it looks like he was able to clean up what was left. There's just a handful of Lings. He did lift up the CC, and he did pull the SCVs. That was still a lot of damage. He's flying the other CC straight across the next mineral line there, so he's taking his 4th. Meanwhile, the Zerg is still on 5 bases. I assume they'll take a 6 here pretty shortly.
I think this tank is sieged on the CC. The foot's definitely under... Yeah. So, CC is not going to land. Unfortunate.
Wonder how long it's going to take for him to notice.
I think he thinks there's a burrowed Ling there. Because he clicked the CC. He sees it's not landed. +3 melee
Well, let's see.
is going to finish for Neverwinter. He's going into +3 Carapace as well. Chitinous hit. Chitinous has hit. Adrenal glands. We have +2 Carapace on the field. Ultra speed. But I feel like he needs things to back up these ultras. He's going to start going to... Okay, there's the Corruptors now.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, he thought there was a burrowed circling. He's standing there. This is a maxed out push from the Zerg. Rogues shored up his defense here. But he's going to get overrun.
So they're stepping back. The Ultralists are going to keep pushing. He's taking out a couple of Ultras. They're still pushing on. He splits the army. There's 4 Ultras going into the main. The rest are staying behind to take care of the newest base here. The Corruptors are going to take care of the air there. Those Libs get taken out. Rogues is doing what he can with the units that he has left. The tank is taken out, and he's just getting forced back. He doesn't have the unit count here. Zerg is just pushing all the way through. They're slicing and dicing SCVs. He's in a really bad spot. He's up in the main with the ultras. He's using a choke point to try and get what he can out of the ultras. Rogue stutter stepping it back. One of the ultras is really low, but it's in the back. He has to pick up and move across. There's Zerg everywhere. He's even got Lings on standby. Yeah, that's GG.
Still only the second player fielded for Ris3n. So, God, let me get the score thing set up. So, score's 4-1. Albino needs to win. Oh my god, I still did it wrong. Albino needs to win 4 matches in a row if he wants to take home the victory for GIRTH. Looks like both players are going to start off with a pool first.
Did you want to introduce, or we're just gonna go right over that?
I was just going to roll with it. You can introduce if you want, so...
Yeah, bottom left, we have the guy that loves every season except for winter. Representing the Ris3n clan, we have Neverwinter.
And in the top right, it's Albino. Okay, Albino's going for speed. Neverwinter did a gasless opener. So, well, I mean, he's gonna get later speed, is what I intended to say there. He's hiding his Lings. Albino is poking out onto the map. Albino's... wait a minute. Albino's supply blocked. This is a mistake? This has to be a mistake. Or, Neverwinter's supply blocked. This has got to be a mistake. He's gonna
this is
6 more Lings.
Yeah, this is interesting. So Neverwinter should be able to defend this with the Lings that he has. Maybe pull a drone or two, depending. Okay, he's got another Ling cooking. I think he can stop this. Yeah, he's got enough Lings here. But the downside is, right, so if Albino keeps pushing, yeah, and he's got the Baneling nest coming, this will be rough for Neverwinter, at least in that momentary window until he gets Banes. So he's just now putting 1 drone on gas, so even if he wanted Banes, it's going to be a little while before he's able to produce them. So that's going to give a window of opportunity for Albino. The only advantage right now that Neverwinter has is the extra larva from the second hatch. But these trades are really gonna make the difference, especially with those Banes. Oh my goodness, he's got to be so careful. Okay, so they're doing the dance. They're doing the Ling dance here. A couple of Banes morphed. Neverwinter's doing what he can. Oh, that was one big hit right there. It looked like 5 or 6 Lings plus the rest. There's one left. He got cleaned up. There's a few on the south side of the main there. He's gonna try and hide him. Oh, he snuck him in. He doesn't see him yet. He worked around him. He just decides to leave though. No more aggression. He's coming back home.
Albino?
Yeah.
Is morphing Banelings in Neverwinter's base now. This is pretty aggressive. Okay, he's gonna get away with it. As long as he doesn't crash them into the queen. Okay, crash them into the queen. So, things have evened out after all this. Both players are even in workers. Albino's up in army supply a little bit. Neverwinter starting up a Baneling nest. Okay, Neverwinter overextended here. He needs to throw down a spine. I don't know why he didn't throw down a spine.
I think he was just so caught up in the micro and figuring out what to do. He just gapped on it with the Banes.
Goal in this situation is to make 2 queens, move them to the ramp, and have a spine in your natural. And Neverwinter's
Oh
gonna
my
pay the
gosh,
price
this
for
is
not
so
doing it.
much. Oh my god. That's it. Yeah, that was great. Great aggression.
On the bottom left has the blue Protoss. Up third in the lineup for Ris3n, it's Revolt.
Playing in the top right as the red Zerg player, representing the GIRTH clan, we have Albino. Wow, the pull is down.
Okay, so he's at least gonna try to sneak a couple lings on the wall. It's going up to 14 workers. I don't know if I like this.
I don't know either.
He's only gonna have 2 larvae when the pool finishes, I think.
So Protoss is trying to be pesky here in the natural. He hasn't gone up to the main to see what's going on yet. Okay, there he goes. Now, just because you see something doesn't necessarily mean you can stop it. He does see the pool. He's got another probe in the main coming down. It looks like he's going to try and wall off. The gateway's done.
So, Revolt is our second Masters 3 player, going up against the second Masters 2 player of the GIRTH clan. So, he is not favored in this match, but nonetheless, he's gotten his wall off. He has the Zealot in there in time. He's going to be just fine against these initial 6 lings. So the lings are going to try to get as much damage done on the Cyber Core as they can, forcing the Zealot to dance out of the wall. Looks like they're going after the gateway, actually. And they will be repelled as soon as this Adept gets out. It looks like another 2 lings were committed by Albino. Okay, he's going hard after this gateway. But it's saved by Revolt, nonetheless. So, no one's really worse for the wear here. Revolt's gonna go into Stargate and try to get out an Oracle, deal some damage. Scouting probe sees there's no Roach Warren, he sees the saturation, and he knows he's gonna be fine for a while.
Just taking up to layer. Stargate's done. There's the Oracle.
Alright, it's gonna be a Ling Nidus out of Albino, looks like. 16 lings coming out onto the map. Is it though?
Yeah.
I mean, I
think so.
I think this might be a Dropper Lord play. This is gonna be a Dropper Lord play.
With 2? Oh, okay, he's got 3. Yeah, alright. I think you're right.
Albino sees the Oracle coming out. The Oracle sees the lings. Revolt will need that Oracle to defend. Alright. Looks like he's going in on the economy. There's a Queen here to intercept, but this drone line will get decimated. Spore's not finished yet. Okay, a couple shots went wide. Bolt's gonna bring the Oracle home. Only 3 drones lost there.
Dropper Lord's done. It's coming over to the main. It's full lings. Okay, he's dropping them out. Misclick, a little bit of misclick there. He dropped a couple on the low ground accidentally. They're still hidden. Okay, he's pushing in.
Revolt, that's a real Phoenix from Revolt. He didn't intercept, though. He needs to start dealing damage to this Dropper Lord. Oh, no.
Here comes all the Lings, right into the main. Oh, man. They're going straight after the pylon. He's going to try and stop the Immortal. Can he do it in time? I think he can, yeah. There it is, shut down.
Helpful to Revolt, though, because an Immortal isn't really going to do anything. Now, this Oracle being stopped is very bad.
Oh my goodness, that's really all he has to defend is the 2 Adepts, and then 1 down on the main, on the low ground. So, the Oracle's going to do what it can, which is very little.
It's going to do a lot, actually. These Lings cannot ever kill that Adept on the low grounds. Revolt saved most of his probes. He is a little bit supply blocked, and yeah, his production is hurting. Albino needs to buy as much time as he can to get this 3rd up and running and saturated. That's why he's running the Lings around in a circle, keeping the Oracle busy.
The Phoenix is trying to take care of that Overlord.
Is out of energy, but it's fine.
Yeah, the shield battery there mixing with the Adept. Okay. One Ling left. Okay, there we go. Probes took care of it. Warrior probes. Oh my goodness. He's got a lot of Overlords rallying over there still. I think just a misrally, and he just hasn't updated it yet, because that Phoenix is going to clean him out. There they go. Okay. He finally realized and pulled him back.
Ranged and melee on the way for Albino. Usually you go for one or the other. I guess he's really committing toward Hydroling Bane, but I don't know that he accidentally made a lair at his 3rd. Had to
yeah,
that.
He just canceled it.
Resources lost, but he really, like, Hydroling Bane is a very gas-intensive build, and he's wasted gas on that canceled lair. He's spent gas on Dropper Lords, and now he's spent gas on double upgrades.
Yeah, I think the Lings really didn't do as much damage as he had hoped. I don't think he really lost too many probes there. 2 pylons, a little bit of production that was on standby. That's about it. I think it was more of a. I mean, it looked like it might have been more significant than it really was if you look at the numbers, I think. Looks like Tommy Pickles here is just going to push out to protect his 3rd. His 3rd? He made another layer on his Nat. Look at that, it's almost halfway done. I think he just keeps misclicking somehow. I don't know if he's even going to cancel at this point. It's almost 75% done. Two Oracles on standby, just south of the natural base for Zerg. He's going to push out with some Lings, poke a little bit. The 3rd is... Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I missed the Lings. I don't know how they got in there. I think he just walked in. Got the army a little bit out of position, but now he's pushing back to the 3rd. Okay, so he's between the 3rd and the Nat. And the Lings are just standing there. Okay, so he's going to go wide and see what he can do here. Alright, so he sees the army, he backs off, he knows he can't take it. There was a small window of opportunity if he had timed that right with the other Lings that went through to the natural, but that window has closed. Oracles are moving in on that right side, moving north now on the Zerg base. There is a Spore Crawler. Okay, so he puts down the Stasis Wards, he pulls the drones. He gets a drone in each and a couple of Lings, so that was a good pull just in time. Nice reaction there from the Zerg player. Zerg's going to take their 4th. It's halfway done.
Albino is going to have to morph Banelings in at some point. He is going on the attack, but it's just laying Hydra right now. He might get some early shots off on these Oracles. No Stasis Wards drop back home for Revolt, which could be helpful.
Oh, he catches one of the Oracles.
What? So, there's the Banelings finally. And Revolt's army is looking mighty tiny. He does have a Colossus out, which can destroy this army given enough micro, but This is gonna be a
some
tough
heavy
roll.
Bane hits there in the beginning.
I thought
that is a lot of Zerg. That is a lot of Zerg. The Banes are connecting all over the place. The Colossus is the only saving grace here. He's gonna micro hard to try and push this back.
Oh my god. This is so much gone for the Zerg.
The Lings are there to support and take care of the base. Yeah, that base is forfeit. It's going down quick and it's gone. Zerg is in a great position right now. He's macroing pretty well. He's got a 4th base up, and Protoss is still on 2. The Colossus is... Oh, a misclick there. The Protoss player accidentally destroyed one of the shield batteries.
Albino's getting 2-2. I think a little bit of over micro there from Revolt. He's gonna try to rally a Blink Stalker defense, mass Colossi. Okay, 4 Colossi coming out onto the field. That's what he needs. But on a 2-base economy, this isn't gonna be great. Albino's taking a 4th, and Sling Backstab won't get anything done, but
those Colossus are devastating. Wow.
It's free supply for the Zerg. He's gonna want to trade that out. Albino's getting up a Spire, he's getting up Hive Tech. 2-2 is finished.
Alright, looks like
it's going to be a move into Broodlords for Albino. Revolt has gotten out a Warp Prism. He's going to be able to micro these Colossus pretty well, giving them a lot of added value. Albino has a lot of his army supply morphing into Banelings right now, but Revolt's not going to want to move in. He has a lot of sentries, but not a lot of meat and bones to this army. Okay, it's going to be all about the force fields.
Oh, nice force fields. I don't think a single Bane hit. Those Colossus are really going to be big players here on top of the force fields. Oh, beautiful force fields on the right, but a lot are connecting on the left there. Still holding pretty well. Zerg's forces are still pretty strong, though. Don't want to overextend. He's got to be careful with his energy on the force fields, too.
No, this is just Lynx and a couple Hydra. I don't think anything Albino does at this point can break out, yeah. There's too much. 22 more Lings on the way, but they don't have adrenal glands. They're only at +2. They can only do so much against this. The shields are regenerating on the Colossi, moment by moment.
Yep, plus the Warp Prism to back up with some more units. Zerg's in a tough spot now. He doesn't have the unit comp or the unit numbers to deal with this right now. He's trying to surround with the Lings.
Corruptors? He can make Corruptors at any point. He has 1,000 gas in the bank. He wants to go into Broodlord
He takes down
anyway.
2 of the Colossus, and 1 is really low. Okay, he picked it up with the Warp Prism and he gets out of there. Really dicey for the Zerg player, but he handled it pretty well with what he had, which was mostly Lings, surprisingly.
Coda saying run by in a third of Revolt. Yeah, it only killed 3 probes, so the shield battery was enough to deal with that.
Couple of Lings on the south side poking around to see if he's taking a 4th. He doesn't see it, but he does see drones that are long distance mining, I think. I mean, he should see it. Now they're all pulling away to the 3rd. He's got another... Oh, sorry. He's got the same Colossus. Shields are up, but it is very, very badly damaged. So once those shields go down, it's going to die very quickly. Little skirmish on the north side with Mutas. The Mutas took out the Warp Prism. Big play there. I'm not sure what was in there. I don't know, but it seems to be working. I mean, he's going in there. He took out the Warp Prism. There's two probes, I think, went down.
I don't know that it is.
3, 4, 5.
But this is such a large gas sink here for the Zerg. He wants to be getting into Broodlords as soon as possible, and he just spent like 1,000 gas on Mutalisk.
He's doing so much damage though to the economy with all those probes going down. I mean, how many did he invest? I mean, the Spire itself is pretty expensive, and then he made, what, like 5 or 6? So not a huge investment, and he is getting so many probes with this! Look at this, just free probes, free probes!
Yeah, I think it was more Revolt just mismicroing the probes, but That was very, very high risk, high reward from Albino.
It just snowballed from the warp prism on, excuse me. He's being an absolute nuisance with these mutas. Has still not given a direct response to him yet. He's just kind of poking around. He's taking all the forces across the map. He says, "Okay, go for it. I'm gonna go to your base." Oh my goodness! An important pylon just shut down so much production there. And then he goes to the natural. He's killing more probes. Meanwhile, the Protoss army is going to take out what appears to be the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the 5th hatch. Oh, here comes the swarm. Oh my god, the baneling hits, the lings, the hydras. Everywhere. Everything goes down. The army's completely wiped out. That's it. GG.
In the top right corner, as the blue Terran. For Ris3n, it's Skyscraper.
In the bottom left, representing GIRTH, we have the red Zerg player, Albino. Albino seems to have a habit of going pull early, or at least maybe Armstrong into it. Not sure if I think he did it on his own last time, didn't he? Or was he blocked? I think he did it on his own. So let's see if he goes early again.
Well, this is a different matchup entirely, so I think he's just going to go hatch first. Into gas pool. Yep, especially on Eternal Empire against a Terran. Revolt, or excuse me, Skyscraper sends out Scout. He's opening the Reaper Expand. And we're gonna have some downtime for solid 2.5 minutes.
Yep, there's the gas in the pool. Solid scout. No janky stuff. SCV's on standby for the second CC. There it goes. Reaper's almost out. Let's do the dance, see if the Reaper gets any kills. Reaper's on the way. First name Grim. Here comes the Lings. Oh, he almost got one drone. There's the Queen. Okay. Close call.
Albino should be sending a drone out any second now to take his third. Okay. Alright, he is going to take a third.
There it is. Good call. Nice Overlord position over on the other side of the map on that little pervert pillar. All he sees is one Marine so far. Got 2 Hellions cooking. Starport nearly done. What are you thinking? Banshee maybe?
Yeah, it's gonna be a Banshee. Albino. Is just going to continue droning up until he gets full 2 base saturation, makes some defensive units.
Oh, actually, it looks like Skyscraper went with the Viking first, maybe to clear up some of these Ovies. He doesn't want, or excuse me, Overlords.
Okay, well, with the Viking first, it's going to be a Fusion Core and it's going to be Battle Cruiser.
Oh, man.
This is the map to do it on, so...
Oh, he got the scout with the lings. He sees it. That was good. All right, so he should be able to prepare in time. He does have 3 queens, plus 1 in the nat and 1 in the main. Is he going to put down any spores? He had to have seen it. It was right there. Some Hellions are coming along with the Reaper. See what they can get done. There's a queen on standby here. Okay, he backs off. I still don't see any spores. I'm confused.
No, he threw down defensive spores. You always want to throw down your spores as late as possible. Basically, you know, if you're going to spend a drone to make a building, the earlier you throw it down, the more expensive it is, because that drone's not mining for you. So, very economic from Albino. He could have even waited a few more seconds here, but a Skyscraper should just be positioning his Hellions outside the third, not sending them in yet. Okay, he is going to send them in. Clean up an active tumor. Oh, he grenades the queen into the fire. He's going to get the kill. There's still plenty of queens left to defend.
Oh, there's 2 out there not on creep, though. Let's see. No, he doesn't decide to jump on him, though.
Skyscraper... okay, he's gonna tactical jump. This is risky.
Yeah, it looks like he's going on the nat here. Let's see how much damage he can get done. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. He got 4 there.
His Hellions did not go in at the same time. I like Albino's building positioning here, but he didn't have the queen, like... He needed 2 queens on the wall to stop these guys from getting in, but it's fine. The Hellions were so late, the queens were able to reposition. He's gonna drop a scan, clean up a bunch of these tumors.
That was good tumor kill right there. That entire north side pretty much reset. Plus the Overlord there.
Albino finally has his Spire up. Skyscraper is wisely, I think, not committing into further battle cruisers. He's going full bio with 5 racks, I think, thrown down. Yeah, 5 racks. Plus 1 on the way. He's taking a third.
Wise call, wise call. The 4th just finished up for Albino, but it's under attack by the BC. Queens are marching their way over there. Slowly but surely off a creep there. All 4 of them making their way. Should be able to get a transfuse. Okay, there it is. And he ports out. Some Lings moving around on the north side. They might be able to catch a few SCVs if he brings them in on the north side there now. Heavy fighting going down the south side of the Zerg player here. Queens are marching off. He's getting a few transfusions. The Lings are coming in to try and support. The Hellions and 1 tank are going to do a lot of damage, though, and he backs off the Zerg, and he's probably going to take down this hatch. Some Corruptors come in, but I don't know how much they can do with all the ground forces here in the Marines. He does end up killing that hatchery, though.
Albino is going to take the high yield, which is probably what he should have done in the first place. Okay, this is going to get killed.
Oh man, he didn't even get the cancel.
Albino gets a Ling run by. There's no pull on the SCVs, so a few of them will go down.
That was pretty good job trying to pull away some of that APM there on that counter attack, but Zerg's kind of getting paper cut all over the place here. He's hitting some more lings. I think Skyscraper sees him though with that other drop that he had on the north side of the Zerg base. He's ready for it. It's a siege tank and a couple Marines.
Battle Cruiser does get picked off, which is a little unfortunate, but he caught value over time. Albino has a pack of lings in the middle of the map. Okay, he will run them in. He's kind of trapped.
He drops the tanks down? Wow, what a play.
That was a nice bait from Skyscraper.
Yeah, that was good.
2-2 is about to finish up for the Zerg. Drops a 5th base.
The Blue Terran has got a scary army, and they're just marching down to the south here. Zerg's working with some Lings, some Roaches, and some Corruptors. This is going to be a scary push from Terran. Does Zerg leave the base here? I'm not sure. Is he going to cancel? Some good Bane hits, though. A lot of bio goes down to the Banes, but that's it. It's just too much Terran.
GG. Skyscraper takes the series 5-3 in favor